To address the issue of when a company or system outgrows its initial purpose and becomes a public good that requires global oversight, we need to establish clear criteria that can be universally applied. These criteria should take into account the company's influence, its role in society, and the potential consequences of its operations on a global scale. Here's a structured approach to developing these criteria. 1. Global reach and influence. User base. The company must have a significant global user base reaching beyond national borders. This could be measured by the percentage of the global population that uses the platform regularly. Market dominance. The company holds a dominant position in its sector to the extent that its failure or policies could disrupt global markets or social structures. Cultural impact. The company has a substantial impact on global culture, communication, and social norms. This could be seen in the way it influences language, behavior, or even political discourse. Her 2. Dependence of society, critical infrastructure status. The company provides services that are essential to daily life, akin to utilities like electricity or water. For instance, if the company's services are critical for communication, commerce, or emergency response, this criterion would be met. Economic dependence. A large number of businesses or economic activities depend on the platform for operation. If its failure could lead to significant economic downturns, it has reached this stage. Information gatekeeper. The company controls or significantly influences the flow of information globally, potentially affecting public opinion, political outcomes, and social stability. 3. Potential for harm. Manipulation capacity. The company has the capacity to manipulate public opinion, behaviors, or economic outcomes on a large scale, whether through algorithms, data misuse, or other means. Privacy and security risks. The company possesses vast amounts of personal data, and its mishandling could lead to widespread privacy violations or security breaches with global ramifications. Regulatory gaps. The company operates in a space where existing national regulations are insufficient to prevent harm or abuse, indicating the need for a global framework. 4. Historical precedents and lessons. Comparative analysis. Look at historical examples of nationalization or public takeovers, e.g., utilities, railroads, telecommunications, to understand when and why these transitions occurred. Identify common factors such as market failures, monopolistic behaviors, or public outcry. Efficiency versus control. Assess how similar transitions affected efficiency and control. Did public management improve service delivery, or did it lead to bureaucratic inefficiencies? This analysis should inform how a globalized system might be structured. 5. Transition mechanisms. Public oversight. At a certain threshold of global importance and influence, the company should come under the oversight of a global body or consortium representing the public interest. This could be a new international organization or an expanded mandate for existing bodies like the United Nations. Democratization of governance. The company's governance structure should be modified to include representation from diverse global stakeholders, including users, governments, and civil society organizations. Decisions should be made based on consensus with mechanisms for accountability and transparency. Mandated public service obligations. The company would be required to prioritize public good over profit in certain critical areas, such as ensuring unbiased information, protecting privacy, and avoiding harm to social cohesion. 6. Triggers for transition. Market capitalization and revenue. When a company's market capitalization or revenue surpasses a certain global threshold, it triggers a review process to determine if it has outgrown its corporate status. Global crisis trigger. In the event of a global crisis where the company's actions or inactions exacerbate the situation, an immediate review would be triggered to assess the need for global oversight. Public outcry and legal actions. Sustained public outcry or a series of legal actions across multiple countries could also trigger a review, particularly if they point to systemic issues that require global intervention. Neher 7. Post-transition operation, hybrid management model. Consider a hybrid management model where the company operates with a combination of public and private sector principles, maintaining efficiency while ensuring it serves the global public interest. Performance monitoring. Establish metrics to monitor the company's performance post-transition, ensuring that it continues to meet public service obligations without sacrificing innovation or efficiency. Example breakdown. Facebook, initial purpose, a social networking site for college students. Growth, expanded globally, now a primary platform for social interaction, news dissemination, and even economic transactions. Influence, controls a significant portion of global communication. Its algorithms influence what billions of people see, think, and do. Potential for harm, proven capacity to influence elections, spread misinformation, and compromise user data. Criteria met. Facebook's reach, influence, and potential for harm suggest it meets the criteria for a public good, requiring global oversight and management beyond traditional corporate boundaries. By applying these criteria, we can systematically determine when a company like Facebook should transition from a private entity to a public good with global oversight, ensuring it serves humanity rather than just its shareholders. This framework could then be refined and applied to other companies as they grow and evolve.